All right, it's the Jose Candelario Show, and yet again, I got another banger. This time is with Mr. Gary Gates.
Yeah, what up, my brother? How
You
you
got
doing?
this tournament. I mean, at the end of the
man.
tournament, you got these guys holding up a trophy, and what a sense of pride these guys get from that.
Oh, man, it's awesome to see him hold that trophy up, man. And for 6 weeks, they've been fighting each other to try to get to this trophy, man. And it's a pride thing, you know? We don't really got no other accolades that come after that other than that. It's a pride thing, man. They love it.
You work at a barber shop.
Correct.
Hygiene is probably, we talking about bullying, right?
Right.
Hygiene is the #1 course of bullying or reason for bullying in school. When you have these young men come in and do you feel like you're the home ec teacher now more than back in the day, teaching them hygiene? And
Well, you definitely have to get them to understand what's going on with the hair and, you know, and their skin. Because a lot of them, you know, the styles that they wear today is super nappy. They ain't really doing nothing to it. So on that portion, I get to explain hygiene to them about, you know, it's not healthy to, you know, wash your hair. You know, you might want to put some deodorant on. You know, you got to be that guy, man. You got to look out, man. You can't be afraid to tell them nothing, you know.
do you find it pretty shocking that you got to tell a 14, 13-year-old to take a shower?
Not boys. I don't feel any shocking. Not because it's not in the high abundance. But you got to remember, you know, until that first girl start liking us, we don't really clean up our room or nothing. We ain't ironing no clothes. You just doing, you forget. And then when that first girl start interacting with you, you start doing everything. So now it's trim up my mustache and there's only 5 pieces of hair there. You know what I mean? So it's incredible, man.
And the 10 pounds of spray.
Exactly. Everybody doing the Beijing and the dyeing, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a hell of an experience.
As a barber, what are some no-nos when you go into a barber chair? What are some things that are pet
Oh, wow,
peeves?
that's crazy. Pet peeves.
You got a guy that talks too much.
Well, the talker and the mover. You know,
Which one's worse? Which one's worse?
The mover is worse because as a barber, you gather a rhythm. You in motion. And then that person just want to automatically get up out your chair to say something about a sports conversation. But I've gotten used to it over the time because I've involved myself in these atmospheres. But yeah, man, the talker and the mover is probably one of the ones that the barber is like, you know what? That's it for me.
So you'll take the talker and the mover are worse than the non-cleaner, the non-bather?
No, because the truth be told, non-bathers at the top. Those because we got to deal with that odor. Like you can't deny people service. I could deny people service. I could say, look, man, your hygiene's not too up to par. I can't take you today or nothing like that. But I take it my time to help that person. Like you may not know. What if you don't smell it? Or like, what if you just, maybe somebody got to say something to you. Maybe you haven't been told how to take care of your hair. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be, you got to be able to play the fence.
What are some topics that you stay away from at the barbershop? Because the barbershop is a safe space. It's therapy. Therapy.
Well, all conversations is on the table depending on the clientele that's in there. Like nowadays, I have a lot of women that bring their sons to the barbershop. So we don't get into locker room talk while they're in there. Every male understands, yo, man, all right, time to tone it down, bring it back, dial it back a little bit so we can have a better atmosphere. Because ultimately, it's about my bottom line. You know, I got to make sure my atmosphere is running accordingly. So, yeah, man. But other than that, yeah, man, it's not. With barbershops, man, so, you know, you got people from all different worlds in there. You got a carpenter, you got an electrician, you got a police officer, you got everybody from every world. So the stories, we want to hear it. We want to hear your input. And mind you, it might be a young man in there who ain't heard none of this, and he's getting a whole lot of game and education based on these older men having these conversations. So, yeah, man, pretty much everything's on the table, and we'll bring the young guy up to speed. He's probably not getting this conversation from his pops or maybe his father's not in his life. And he needs to know about, yo, man, you changing the tires, this and that, and you know, stuff that we gotta handle. Oh man, my wife is driving me crazy. Stuff that he'll be seeing in the future. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing.
I shared earlier that not even knowing that stories heal trauma in our community.
Oh yeah.
And so the better the story,
the better the healing. I'm telling you, because you're gonna leave between the getting a good haircut and you. What if somebody touched right where you needed to hear? You know, you didn't want to say you were sitting in the back listening, but they hitting it right on time. You're like, oh, okay. It ain't. It's other people going through these same things, and you know, I don't have to feel like I'm alone in the situation.
That's very insightful to say that people think that their situation is so unique to them.
Right.
But there's universal things that you said: bills, women, alcohol, drug abuse.
Oh yeah, we all got some issues like
for no reason.
Exactly. So you know that line, that barbershop line, gets that conversation talking where we could help each other. So that's how I look at it.
You got the sports know-it-all.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I'm one. I'm in there arguing them down, all of them, especially football season. That's when it get real touchy because I'm a Dallas fan. So you're already.
I don't know what you got to talk about right now, but
we're going to the Super Bowl. How about that? Nah. But see, that starts the conversation. If I say that, oh my God, all hell breaks loose. But yeah, man, and I'm a Laker fan. You know what I mean? I'm a Yankee fan. I got the triangle in me. I got, you know.
I see. You're clout chasing.
No. I just was born in the era where Dallas was famous. So, okay, my mom is a Steelers fan, and she liked the Steelers back then. I'm an athlete. I'm always want to be competitive. So I didn't pick the team that she liked. I picked the team that was going against them at the time, and it happened to be the Dallas, Tony Dorsett, you know, Too Tall Jones, all that stuff back then. And I just stayed with them. You know, I ain't never left.
How you become a Lakers fan?
So this is a crazy story. One of my uncles had what we called a scanner back in the day, and it could get all the channels from different cities.
Yeah.
So he would. I was heavy into baseball at the time, so he would. And he got family from Cali, so he's a Laker fan. So he would always be watching the Lakers, and that's what started me out. He put a basketball in my hand, and I never looked back with that thing. Once I got the pill, it was a different story. But yeah, so that's how I became from the scanner. Watching games from on the other side of the coast.
Don't let people know about that scanner.
I know, right?
The Comcast hack.
Hey man, listen. Statutes of limitations.
It was store cable.
Yeah, it was store cable. It was store cable back then. We trying to fight to see what's on the channels.
Yeah. In baseball, you got into. I mean, baseball is a hard game to get into, especially in inner city. Well,
back then, that was the thing that we did in New Haven with our youth. Pop Warner was real heavy, so a lot of our kids came through that program. I came through AmVets in the Hill. Over there near
City Point.
Yep. I came from there over there. I played for Long Eddies.
Long Eddies, good Lord.
I know.
Long Eddies.
Yep. H. Bixon. I remember all the weeks. That was our competition. So yeah, man. So baseball was the thing for me until I started liking I seen Magic Johnson. Once I seen Magic, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. A 19-year-old. You know, the game I watched was the last game when he won the championship. That was the first Laker game I seen. And it was amazing to see a kid 19 do that and like, you know what? That's inspirational. I took that, like, that's gonna fire me up right there. That's gonna do something to me. And then that basketball was my thing.
We can break it all down. So, I mean, I'm a sports fanatic. What's up with Mr. Jones and Parsons and that whole dilemma? I mean, we all know the story. They had an agreement, verbatim. Verbal, right? Verbal. And then he said, talk to my peoples. Now, Jones.
Well, you got to talk to my people. That's the way the business go. I mean, I know Jerry, you know, all right, as a Dallas fan, I kind of look at it like this, too. He's made more money losing than he has winning a championship. So if you're looking at bottom line, what would you do? It's been 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, come on. We starving over here as fans. We want one bad. But he done made so much money on losing or subpar seasons that doesn't make sense for him to actually win a championship. Now, that's just one way to look at it. But with the Micah thing, I think this is how he does business. He's gotten to this point doing business just like all the players was the same way. Dak, CD was all the same thing. A dramatized, keep the mouths talking about Dallas. He's power driven, man.
So that was going to be my question. is he is good at marketing.
Oh, for sure.
He's way better at marketing a team and the drama behind the scenes than actually building a team to win a championship.
So, but let's take a step back. This year was different, though. I will give him props. He drafted where we were weak at in a lot of positions. So he always does. He drafts great players, but he doesn't draft a great team. But this year he's drafted a great team. Now the Micah thing, just if I'm him, if I'm them, I know Micah got to say I want to be traded, but he's still at the practices every day because he really wants to be a Dallas Cowboy.
And come on, he's at OTAs. I mean, who shows up and leads?
That's what I'm talking about.
It leads.
And so that's what I'm saying. So, but he has to contractually do his part because the billionaire ain't gonna bend if I know you're a softy. So we're in a street fight right now. So with that being said, I gotta say I want to be traded. I don't think that's what he wants, but that's his bargaining chip.
Because he ain't acting like that.
No,
he's not acting
that's
like
his
a
bargaining chip.
Yeah.
He's just doing what he can. What other angle can he fight from? You know, you don't own football, you play football. So.
But I feel bad for Micah because he deserves.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Anyone that is on that team that deserves a ring because of the resume is there.
Yeah.
You've been the greatest defensive player maybe in the past
3 years.
3 years straight.
Past 3 years.
Are
his numbers say it.
The numbers say it. That's what I'm saying. You are straight up the best defensive player and deserving of a championship ring.
But again, it goes back to bottom line. I heard Jerry say, "Oh, you get hurt just walking outside," So
Yeah.
I'm like, "Come on!" So you got to know that
he's trying to jinx him.
Right?
He's trying to put the jinx on him.
Or keep the mouths talking.
Of course.
I mean, and the jinx. I know where you're going with that one because you can put it in the air, it can come to light.
The Madden, the Madden cover. You don't want to be on the Madden cover.
And then you're on the, please, everybody don't want to be on the Madden cover. You're up next for sure. Definitely gonna get an ankle sprain or something. But yo, man, you seriously though, I just think Jerry needs to go ahead and sign that boy, man. Because you ain't got nothing. We a couple weeks away? What are we doing? He got to get a rhythm. Unless he already hurt, they know something that we don't know. What if there's something going on, with that back issue?
I mean, that's always the thing that you build such a good resume, but there's something holding people back. So we can go ahead and move on because your Cowboy team, I'd say that they're a really well-constructed team up and down, but the NFC East this year
tough.
Is one of the toughest divisions.
Even the Giants going to be better.
I'm a Giants fan, so I appreciate that. I appreciate
think
that.
I'm not watching what y'all doing?
Yo,
I'm going up and down. I looked at your draft, too.
That defense.
Y'all going to be good. Y'all going to be good.
Our defense is going to be stellar.
And, we play each other well, so it don't even matter.
We know each other's games.
Right.
We know. And the NFC East, we're all about the quick passes to the outside, the screen plays. We're a screen
Finally,
division.
Dallas, we about to start doing some of it. We were so predictable in the last 5 years. I was calling the plays out like I was the offensive and defensive coordinator.
Because you were going down the field. Right. Yeah, but the NFC East bread and butter is the screenplay.
Exactly.
Getting the receivers out there, getting our linemen moving, and the counter on the running game.
You need some kind of play action.
Play action.
Yeah, you need all that.
But that's the NFC East.
Right.
That's the style of football. And any team that goes away from it don't win.
You're right. We played 90s football for 90 years, it seemed like. For real.
We played the same, really tough, and we know each other. I mean, Washington's looking great.
Yep.
I don't care about Scary Terry.
Nah. Jaden is different. He's different. His poise, that thing he got, boy, that come hardwired in your DNA. That ain't something you could just learn overnight. His patience, I'm telling you. I looked at that boy down the stretch like, yeah, he's serious business. Because you waiting for him to have that run into the wall moment, that rookie moment.
No.
And he just never really had it, I don't think.
No, I don't think he had it. The only thing that's going to stop him, knock on wood, would be an injury because of just how it's different. We had great, talented quarterbacks come out, right? But they just didn't have the maturity, the Michael Vicks.
RG3s.
You know what I'm saying? So this whole new school of quarterbacks that are coming out of college, and they're playing a lot longer You know, they're playing like, you know, they got 4 or 5 years playing college football.
Well, you got to remember the NIL.
Eligibility, eligibility.
So
NIL.
You transferring to different programs. You're getting better. You're coming better equipped. And now they're not even looking at high school picks anymore. If you was good over there, we ain't going to get a freshman. We're going to go get that dude over there, bring him in, and you have to find your way. So it's kind of hurting the guy coming out of high school, but at the same token, it's making more a professional athlete better nowadays. So faster, quicker, smarter.
I mean, the defenses now
are incredible. The shifts and the schemes they got nowadays is different. I mean, that's due to elevation, though. You know it had to happen, so, you know.
And it's always like 1 year the offense gets a little bit better, then the next year the defense
gets better.
And in Philadelphia, I don't want to talk about them. I'm not an Eagles fan, and they already got their.
Get them out of here. Yeah. I hate Philly.
I lived in Philly, and as a Giants fan, you know.
I know you call hell.
Oh, I was denied a lot of steak and cheeses didn't come through after I paid.
Philly is. I had the worst experiences in Philly. I'm never going back there. That place is crazy.
I went there for a Knicks game though, and it was tough. It was tough.
I went there for a Dallas game and got sold fake tickets. That's what I get though.
Damn. You didn't have to share that one. Damn.
Oh man. I was upset. And then we ended up going to a hotel that was close to the arena and watching the game there. We was getting chicken bones thrown at us. You know, it was about 7 to 12 of us. We came with our whole Dallas attire. It was a horrible experience, but they ended up having security guards, like, had to stand around us. No, it was crazy, man. Yo, so all I got to tell you was the story. So one of my guys that was with us, we went over to the bar to get a drink. So as we're waiting, behind us is a sea of green. I mean, just looking at us like we crazy. It parted like the Red Sea. A lady came out, poured a pitcher of beer on one of my friend's dreads, went back in the crowd, they closed it up like a kind of fraternity thing. It's something that they do. You never seen her again for the rest of the night. Like, that was, we looking like, that's when they had to go get the security and all the other stuff. But we looking like, yo, this place is bananas, yo. Did we really come here for this football game like this? Philly experience that's a tough one over there. Especially being a Dallas fan. Whoo, it's tough.
Let's jump into the Lakers. You guys have retooled.
Yeah, man.
You got an issue with LeBron's pay for this year. I seriously
think he wanted to wait and see what Luka was doing, what they was going to do with Luka first. And now
obviously they made him the man.
No, but I'm saying now you're going to see LeBron make that move that he should have been made as far as signing. You
think he's going to re-sign? I doubt it.
I don't think it'd be a re-sign for maybe a year.
I don't even think he's going to stay in the Lakers.
Okay.
I mean, the mere fact that they iced him out throughout this whole transition with Luka, he didn't know Luka was traded to the team. He didn't know anything that was happening.
They were trying to take the grips. They were trying to take the grips from LeBron. Whenever LeBron comes to your organization, it's his show. So the Lakers wanted to take back their show by letting him see, yo, man, we dedicating everything to Luka. This is Luka's team. Players that we just, Marcus Smart, all these dudes that we just picking up, this is based on he needs defense. And so, yeah, LeBron's probably looking at it like, it's my last year. I mean, I gave y'all my life. He spent more time playing basketball than he did anything. I mean, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's too much of a worry. And if he did leave, I would respect if he went back to Cleveland. They're like a veteran away from being something, and Boston's not there. You know, the East looking kind of sweet out there. You don't know what Giannis is doing.
It's not that sweet. Stop it.
Yeah, please don't say you're a Knicks fan.
Yes,
come on,
the Knicks are there. With that said, I even see him going to Dallas. Dallas will be a move for a two-year contract. A ring with Flag, and then a farewell tour. So I see 2 years maybe because Dallas can afford it.
I could see a theory in that. I don't know if he'll do. I mean, you ain't got to pay no taxes, so he might take that advantage. I can see analogy in that one though. I can see that.
But I think that the Lakers, he's done with the Lakers, and I wouldn't even be surprised.
Well, I'm not a Bronny, so you ain't got to worry about me being too much worried about whether he's leaving or not. I'm straight. I'm with the organization. Right now, I'm a Luka guy, and that's so crazy because people will tell you I couldn't stand Luka. Like, he just was too out of. I'm a basketball dude. I know when you ain't doing the right work. You ain't in shape, Luka. You ain't in shape. You playing with this game that we love.
Yeah.
But you got to the championship fat. So I know it's there. So when he came back this year and he had lost all that weight, I was with him again.
He looked different. I mean, but that's one of those things where you were talking about, is there any injury or something in the background that won't give you that max contract? And I think that's what was happening in Dallas with Luka, because he injured his left knee, then all of a sudden it's your right leg. Usually that means that you're now imbalanced due to lack of working out. So I think Dallas was afraid to give him the extension. But when you go out to LA is all about fitness and looking.
You ain't gonna have a little choice, but look, okay, let me go there too. Dallas don't got championship pedigree. If you was that great they don't, bro. They don't. They got a one champion. I mean, they got maybe, how many championships Dallas got?
With dirt.
They don't got championship pedigree walking in the hallways. When you go and you become a Laker, you walking down the hall with Magic Johnson, James Worthy, everybody else, all these people that came before you that is champions. You looking up at these banners. The mystique of our organization changes how you want to play basketball. When you come play for the Lakers, I'm like, yo, it's ring a bus. Whether we get there or not, but that's the mentality of our organization. Dallas don't got that. He didn't feel that while he was there. That's probably what led to him not wanting to get in shape too as well. Like, man, these dudes, man.
But I mean, but these Euro players to a certain extent don't believe in working out. I mean,
no, because
the Joker.
Again, well, how fast are you expecting the Joker to be? Like, truth be told, like he looked like Ostertag. He ain't really for. I'm aging myself for those that don't know. But
Ostertag. He played for the Jazz.
Yeah. Okay. So you got
it.
So, but yeah, man, it's just like some of them players ain't gonna be faster than what they are. Luka, on the other hand, he plays at a slow, methodical pace. I like to give him the Larry Bird style.
Analogy, yeah, you're right.
He's smart. He's playing the game smart all the time.
Getting to his
spots. Now, defensively, because of his heaviness, he wasn't able to get to certain spots. But if you watched him last year, in the last few games, he actually was moving and grooving and playing defense. Again, I think that's the mystique of the organization. I think that's who you playing for, and we just don't have it. You come on the Lake Show, you coming to play to win, yo.
All right, so let's go back. I'm going to do your trifecta, and let's talk about the Yankees. You got Aaron Boone under the gun right now.
Yep.
They've got Jorge Posada, I guess, in the wing.
Yeah.
What is leading to the Yankees not winning? Is it a weak rotation, or the long ball, or the lack of the ability to play the small ball?
I think it's the lack of ability to play the small ball. I think for years we've been playing our style for so long that we're afraid to get into small ball. Nowadays, these players, you got to switch it up a little bit. Again, we talked earlier how players are faster, smarter. There's different strategics now, especially with baseball. If anybody who played to tell you, it's a long game, but it's strategic. So you got to mix it up a little, get more exciting. I think that's where we lack. It's so dull. You know, I think that's what that is with that. And get back to winning, man. I mean, small ball is where it's at. I think so.
Small ball. I mean, that's how the Red Sox did it. The Oakland A's.
Every champion get it. They doing the same thing.
They just advancing runners.
Right.
Except the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers.
Well, because they got a different brand. They got worry. What's his name? What's Ohtani? Oh my God, that boy is incredible, man. He's a different breed. Now, you know, I'm an American guy. I like our players, but when you see these guys come over here, they dominate our game. You gotta give them some respect, man. You gotta put some respect on
respect on that man. That man goes out there, gets a 2-hitter, and then 2 home runs in the same game.
I'm like, is he real?
He is not.
For real?
Are you okay with letting Soto go to the Mets?
I wasn't at first because he's that piece, the small ball piece. He would have been perfect for that. So I don't. But you got to think, he went for $1 more million. So I think we offered him $1 more million. He still went for $1 million less. So he didn't want to be there. There's something going on in that locker room. Maybe they didn't want to switch styles that fit his style of play. But yeah, something happened over there.
What do you think of Stanton? Is he done, or he still got some juice left?
I think he got some juice left
because he is Mr. Playoff.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
But you don't see you don't see him.
Like where he disappeared for, I understand. But I think he got some juice left, though. I think he got some time left. We can get through this little rut we in right now. We should be all right.
All right. So you don't see it. They started pitching around getting rid of the American League and National League setup and try to go regional. And in this situation, Yankees, I think it was like the Yankees, Red Sox, Mets, and someone else will be in the same division. Good or bad? If this is the shakeup that you're talking about to make the game interesting?
It's good. Change is needed, and sometimes you got to get used to it. You probably ain't gonna like it because you've been woven in your own, fabric for so long. But I think that sounds good. I think that'll shake it up. That'll shake it up. That'll give us, and then we maybe see other teams play different styles of baseball now because of the rivalries that you're gonna be playing continuously, in the bracket form of it, and where you have to land. Those games will be more intense.
Are you big on designated hitter? Do you think that really changes the game?
Not really. Maybe in the younger stages of baseball it does, but no.
All right, so you think the Yankees still got a chance at making the playoffs?
I'm gonna always say yeah until we out. It is what it is.
Until you're out.
That's how I think about all my teams. We in until we out.
All right. We covered all that. We covered the barbershop. When people go into the barbershop, I'm going to go back because it's just a weird place. You're in an inner city barbershop. Has you ever had someone come in here and be a trumper?
I got a couple of those, but their reasons are incredible. They pick the stuff that they know people I'm going to agree or the next person may agree with.
Okay.
Oh, we don't want that kind of stuff, mixed stuff in the bathrooms and the schools and all that other stuff. I'm like, I can't even go. Where do you fall in some of that? So I kind of let them be them. Again, it's the barbershop. You're going to have a little bit of everything. You can't tell them they got to get out. You know what I mean? So go ahead and have your moment. Yeah, but you're going to get them. Like you said, it's a weird place because the conversations will go all over the place. And you got to know your politics, believe it or not. Believe it or not, in the black barbershop, you got to know your politics. People know what they're talking about. They're interested, especially in today's time. They may not be doing it on social media or websites or whatever, but when we get in that space, we having these conversations. Because people want to know, man. Where are we going? What's our future going to look like? You know what I mean? So it's incredible.
Let's talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. You are a man about your P's and Q's.
For sure.
What is something that you wish young Gary Gates would have known when he opened his first barbershop that he has mastered now?
I want to say, give me a second here. Let me figure this one out because I want to say that. I would say customer service. Because I come from such a rough environment, I had a rough edge on me early. So that kind of threw some people off maybe a little bit. But as I learned to have better customer service, I learned to shake that off. But yeah, I tell everybody, customer service is very important. Very, very important.
You don't have a psychology degree.
No.
But you don't have a social work degree.
No.
But
you have to have these skills in my field. You have to have them. It's a part of your makeup. It makes you that master barber. That's where it's not just the cutting, that part of it. You have to have those other skills. Because people, believe it or not, these people actually look forward to your information sometimes. Like, yo, man, I just went through something, man. What you think I should do? I'm like, I gotta have an answer. Shuffle your brain, find it, and then so definitely, man, you gotta have these skills.
What is the craziest story that you've ever gotten off of someone on a chair that you was like, I don't know.
It's so many, bro. I can't even tell you the craziest one. I got 30 years of stories in this brain. I can't even, one ain't coming to the frontal lobe just yet. But I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to hear some of the weirdest things you ever heard. That's another thing, too, with the barbershop. The things you never thought people would do or say, you're going to hear it. Like, these are like, oh, my God, you really ran down the street with one sock on? and like, you know, some of the weirdest things, but some of the weirdest stuff is I've been having some things like people sit in a chair and run out, and I ain't see you for 6 months. Like that kind of stuff really actually happens in barbershops, believe it or not, yo. So you get some weird experience and you hear the weirdest things. But again, it's confidentiality. A lot of people depend on your ear. They want to hear how we say it. They want you to use your attentive ear and then give them something with your instructive tongue. So that's kind of what I use that for. You know what I mean?
You had people skate out on you. How awkward is it? Oh, I got 2 questions. Well, number 1, how awkward is it when someone skates out on you?
Well, it's never. I've only had it done one time.
Oh, okay.
Now you had those people who, oh, I don't have it on my card. I don't have this. I'll bring it back to you. In 30 years, I'm gonna have some of that. I didn't have 1 or 2 of those, but not a lot. I have one person that actually got out the chair and ran down Dixwell Avenue. Everybody in the barbershop just looked and was watching him run. Like, it was such a funny moment that we couldn't believe this was actually happening, yo. Like, so yeah, that was like the wildest thing that ever happened to me, man. That was crazy.
That's nuts. So he just got straight up ran. Did he at least leave his
No, once I took the smock off, he acted like he was, you know, I'm about to get the money out and hit the door. I said, everybody just looked and walked out the door like, yo, did he just do that? Oh man, that was one of the funniest stories, man.
We have movies based on our professions, right? And for our generation, we have barbershop.
Yep.
How accurate was barbershop to an actual barbershop?
It was 100% accurate. Some of the things, you know, they did a little extra to keep you entertained. But for the most part, that's what it is when you're working with your peers and that atmosphere. And you know, every barbershop got the old guy nobody want to go to, and you know, so yeah, man.
Or the young guy.
Trust me,
rookie.
I was the rookie at once. That everybody was looking at like, oh man, we gotta take him down. I don't like when he don't like him. He think he doing designs and he doing this. Oh yeah, you gotta be guardian of your own, because people will try to take you down. You know, I didn't have the health department call on me. So, oh yeah.
So you can't even be too good at what you do.
I mean, that story was crazy.
You, out of all the hairstyles, you know, the taper, the high fade, the Gumby, the lines, the Kwame, the Big Daddy Kane's, what style do you think outlasts or is timeless?
The fade.
High fade, low fade, mid fade.
Mid fade, and we're not talking army, high and tight. Mid fade is never going nowhere. I mean, older men, younger kids, that's like the haircut that I noticed that traveled through my time. So, and even when I was younger, you know, that was like more of a military style haircut. But fades was like, that's trapped now in the black community. That's like one of those, and every race get it. I cut everybody. Chinese, Puerto Rican, I got them all coming through my chair. And that haircut is the most famous haircut amongst men.
Now, you got people giving themselves fade like my style hair, and then they're fade.
Yeah, so you know, that's not an old thing. You know, men used to wear toupee back in the day.
Yeah.
But we've become advanced, so people know how to take the toupee and fade your sides and blend it in as if you have a whole. Now, if I did that and went to another state, you'll never know that it was fake because you don't know me, so you never see me with a bald head. But if I do that here, everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, what happened to Gary?"
and one, Jose, you won't see me.
Jose, like Jose, where he get here from?
One thing that I stopped doing is I stopped getting the spray on.
Okay.
To make myself look like R&B Jose from '95.
I mean, so you know what? That stuff is for like weddings, pictures, when you want to look your sharpest. You don't really, it's enhancements. That's really what it is. Men have become, we're too feminine, some of us. Like, not like on the other side of the track from what some of us is too into ourselves. And you want to see yourself. That's when you're dying every 2 to 3 days. But you know, it's a field out there for everybody. So I don't knock nobody who does that. But I also know you got to be careful with that because the chemical is graying you faster. A lot of us don't know that. in the chemical, there's the you know what they designed it with. That's why some of the beers you see are some are green, or I mean some are brown.
Yeah,
some are like turning purple,
golden, yeah.
because it's taking the pigmentation out of it and replacing it with the color that you're dyeing your hair with. So the actual gray is becoming that color, but it's graying all over the spots now. So it's stealing your pigmentation, but putting that color in that's giving you that brownish look. So it's not really healthy to use all the time.
Okay.
That's something you should just be doing for like I said, you want to be sharp at somebody's wedding. You know, you want to look a little younger one day. You don't want to continuously do that.
Yeah, because
it's a chemical.
Yeah, I do it just to look like R&B Jose.
And I ain't mad at you for that.
I want to be like, you know, like a member of Guys, something.
Yeah,
you know
as you should be, doing the Running Man. As you see.
Not no more. Ain't got no ligaments for that.
I know that's right.
What website you want people to hit up?
Newhallville Neighborhood Corporation.com. Go check that out. Like I said, I got a donating button. I want everybody to start checking that out, man, so I can start getting some funds ready for next year.
And your clothing store is located?
799 Dixville Avenue, New Haven Apparel.
And your barber shop?
783 Dixville Avenue. Who's next?
All right, in case you don't know. Thank you very much, Mr. Gates, for coming through.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man.
Good talk, man.
All the time, man. All the time. Anytime.
All right,
man.
gotta go. Gary Gates, y'all already know who he is. Please go out there and support. You already know what it is. It's the Jose Candelario Show. Thank you very much for your time.